In this video, you get 7 new D&D Sidekick class options from Sidekick Essentials, an expansion on the new official Sidekick rules included in the D&D Essentials kit. Hi, Bob here, and welcome to Bob World Builder, the D&D channel where we improve our games together. Subscribe for new videos every Wednesday under your subscriptions tab. This is not a paid promotion, but author Paul Metzger sent me this complimentary copy. If you'd like to support Paul and help me make better videos, use the affiliate link below to check out Sidekick Essentials on the DM's Guild, where you can get a full-size preview of the entire supplement. If you've seen my comparison of the official Essentials Kit Sidekicks to the original Unearthed Arcana, you know that I like the simplicity of the 3 core Sidekick classes: a warrior specializing in attack or defense, a spellcaster that can heal or harm, and a jack of most trades expert, because these 3 archetypes, fighter, caster, scout, are the foundation of all fantasy characters. Familiar D&D character classes like barbarians, bards, rangers, rogues, clerics, paladins, and wizards are just detailed versions of these archetypes, and Sidekick Essentials provides 7 detailed Sidekick classes to resemble these classic D&D character options, plus 11 sample Sidekick cards with art, personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws, just like the companions in the Essentials kit. The supplement begins with a refresher on the official Sidekick rules. They run on stat blocks like any monster or NPC. They can be controlled by the DM or the player, and they gain levels at the same rate as the party. There's an optional loyalty score rule so DMs can enforce the bonds, ideals, and flaws that make sidekicks more than just mindless henchmen, and this version is easier to follow than what you'll find in the Dungeon Master's Guide, rising and falling by single points based on compliance with their ideals, bonds, and flaws, rather than D4 rolls, which could quickly send a sidekick packing or even make them hostile to the party at low levels. Next, there's a short section on how to develop your own sidekick classes, with guidelines for their level advancement compared to player character classes. Between the recommended ability scores and the 7 included classes, this supplement is a great model for creating well-balanced, custom sidekicks. Let's begin with the Archer. If your party is full of frontline fighters, barbarians, and monks, this sidekick can support them from a distance. They're proficient in dex saving throws, perception, stealth, and survival. They have +2 to ranged attacks, and they gain features like the Rogue Sneak Attack and the Ranger Hunter's Horde Breaker, making a second attack against a nearby creature. Combined with their extra attack at level 6, it looks like they can fire 3 arrows in one turn, or maybe 4 if your DM has a more generous interpretation of these rules. The Berserker is perfect for a party of spellcasters or other ranged attackers. They have the highest sidekick hit points, proficiency in strength and con saves, athletics, intimidation, and survival, and they wield a great axe or 2 hand axes. Berserkers can use rage, reckless attack, and they get an extra attack, much like barbarians. The Criminal. For parties that need someone with a particular set of skills, they're proficient in dex and intelligence saving throws, and not 3, but 5 skills: acrobatics, deception, intimidation, sleight of hand, and stealth. Criminals wield only daggers, but they have their own criminal contact and 5 tool sets. They get fast hands and second story work from the Rogue Thief, and topping it off with uncanny dodge, the Criminal is clearly designed for sneaking and social interaction more than dealing damage. The Knight is another frontline sidekick. They are tied for the highest sidekick armor class. They have proficiency in strength and charisma saving throws, and athletics and religion skill checks. Knights wield a longsword and have some unique features like Noble Sacrifice that allows them to swap places with an ally under attack, and Rebuke Evil, which works kind of like Turn Undead, but instead it frightens evil-aligned creatures. Let me know in the comments if you've seen a feature like this before. The Magician is like a wizard or a sorcerer, basically a more powerful version of the Spellcaster Mage sidekick class. They have a slightly lower AC, proficiency in intelligence saves instead of wisdom, and the sleight of hand skill instead of investigation and religion. Magicians and mages have the same spell save DC and attack bonus, but by level 6, magicians have ritual casting, 3 more spells, 1 more cantrip, and arcane recovery, so they can regain spell slots during a short rest. And the Medic sidekick is a much better version of the spellcaster healer. They are tied with the Knight for highest AC and have 4 more hit points at level 1, so they'll be better at helping allies in the midst of battle. They're both proficient in wisdom saves and religion checks, but instead of arcana and investigation, the medic has survival and medicine skill proficiency. Medics know Spare the Dying and Healing Word at level 1, so they can stabilize allies up close or from a distance. They don't learn Cure Wounds, but they have Good Berry, Lesser Restoration, and Prayer of Healing, and a feature that lets them produce healing potions, which technically any character with an herbalism kit can do, but this is a great downtime activity for small adventuring parties. The Minstrel is my favorite overall sidekick class because of their utility and versatility. They have a decent AC and HP, they're proficient in Dex and Charisma saving throws, History, Performance, and Persuasion checks. They can earn the party free room and board with their by popular demand feature. Minstrels can fight up close or at range, and they have famous bard features like their, quote, satirical and inspiring songs, and even Song of Rest to help heal the party. And who doesn't want a minstrel around to sing their party's praises and tell tales of their brave feats? The 11 sample sidekicks from this supplement round out the 9 included in the D&D Essentials kit, and personally, I'm excited to employ these diverse sidekick classes as player character class options next time I run a game for middle school students. So check out the videos on your screen to hear more about that and how to take your sidekicks beyond 6th level. Thank you for watching, and keep building.